Question 40, NC Math 1 released items. Calculator active. Marcus measured the height in inches Y of plants over the course of 3 weeks. The correlation coefficient between the number of days X and the height of the plants is 0.85, which could be concluded based on the correlation coefficient of the data. A. There is a strong relationship showing that as the number of days increases, the height of the plants increases. B. There is a strong relationship showing that as the number of days increases, the height of the plants decreases. C. There is a weak relationship showing that as the number of days increases, the height of the plants increases. And D. There is a weak relationship showing that as the number of days increases, the height of the plants decreases. Well, as you always should, pause the video and see if you can come up with this one on your own. Okay, so this is one of those questions where you think a calculator might help you out. And if you had data, maybe you could figure it out. But hopefully you paid attention to some of the numbers here. When you put in a set of data, the correlation is actually the R value. And the R value, if you've entered in data before, I just put in some random numbers here to see what that looks like. That measures a strength of the relationship. When the R value is positive, that's going to be a positive linear relationship. And when the R value is negative, it's going to be a negative linear relationship. So you can see if I change my relationship to a negative relationship where the slope is negative, that R sign is going to match the slope. Now, when that R value is really close to 1, if it's a perfect linear relationship, or -1, if it's a perfect negative linear relationship, that's a strong linear relationship. Now, when it's close to 0, when it's really weak, such as this, when I just have kind of random points up there, and you can see that that R value is really close to 0, whether it's a negative or positive, that shows you a weak relationship. So the general picture you want to think about is perfectly positive is 1. Strong positive might be like 0.8 or 0.9, whereas a weak positive might be something like 0.5, and 0 is no correlation. And you can apply the same thing with the negatives. A weak negative may be something like -0.5, a strong negative getting close to -0.9, and -1 is a perfect negative relationship. So that's really all you got to know on this question. I would say classify 0.85 as a strong relationship, and since it's positive, it would be a strong positive. So your answer choices, there is a strong, and we're going to cross out the weaks because it's not a weak relationship. It is a strong with that R value. Now the relationship should be positive. So there is a strong relationship showing that as the number of days increases, so as the days increase, the height of the plants increases. And if the days increase and the heights increase, that would be a positive relationship. Whereas answer choice B, there is a strong relationship showing that as the number of days increases, so if I do a little XY here, if my days increase, then the height of the plants decreases. So that would be something like this, as the height gets smaller as the days go up, and that would be a negative relationship. So that would have a negative R, whereas this would have a positive R. And since this is positive 0.85, the answer choice would be A.